Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, sir. I guess we are all welcome to the platform. So I think we should just kindly wait for, the person who organized this to start with us.
Hi everyone, good evening and welcome to our 3-hour live coding session hosted by Coriftech Solutions. Give me a moment to share my slides, please. Kindly let me know if you can see my screen. Can you see my screen, please? Hello?
Yes, yes, I can see from here.
Okay, great,
See,
great, great. So hello everyone, my name is Subama Ezenobi and I will be introducing the facilitator for this session very shortly. But before that, I'd like to let us get acquainted with the host of this webinar, which is Coriftech Solutions Limited. So, Coriftech Solutions Limited is an organization that is committed to transforming youth for global impact, and we are based in Asaba, Delta State. However, our impact is, cut across the internet, other states across Nigeria, right? And so we're focused on empowering the next generation of tech innovators by transforming youth through cutting edge tech education. We equip young talent with the essential skills to thrive in the digital economy, fostering innovation and enabling them to make a significant global impact. Now, beyond training people in data analytics, front-end development, AI literacy, graphic design, and other tech skills, we also mentor them and ensure that they get placements, job placements in their desired field, right? So these are some of the impacts that we have at Coriftech. We have over 10,000 youths trained. We have over 6,500 youths employed, and over 5 startups incubated, all from our efforts as an organization. Now, the courses we offer are data analytics, front end development, AI literacy, graphic design, and a couple others. But these are the main ones, right? And today, um, there's so much to talk about. The earning potential of front end developers, especially remotely, like across the world, because of course the world is a digital village, and you don't have to be in the US, for example, to work for a US based firm, right? And so we have results, across. We have a lot of students who have passed through our system and gone on to get amazing job placements in their field of study, right? With very good salaries. Trust us, right? And so today we are going to take you through a very interesting phase. Trust me, the I saw the curriculum for today's session, and it is so rich. It is so rich. Miss Ujo has come very prepared for us. And so, with great joy and gratitude in our hearts, let's make welcome our facilitator for today's session, a renowned front end developer and trainer, Miss Uju Cynthia. I want to see some emojis at this point, welcoming our facilitator for tonight. I want to see some emojis at this point, like, thank you very, very much. Thank you very much. Miss Uju, I'll stop sharing my screen now and over to you.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yeah, good evening, ma.
Good evening from this end, ma.
My name is Anyaha Ujunwa Cynthia Wilfred. So I'll be you guys' pilot for today. Who's excited? Any thumbs up, please. If you're excited, let me know. Okay, so today we'll be doing amazing things. Benedict, you're raising your hand. So today we will do amazing things. Okay, let me share my slide, sorry. Can you guys see my screen? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So today is going to be front end development. Yeah, and we are also going to be building with AI, the smart way, not the hard way. And what we will do today, we will build a real front end project. Before I continue, any beginner here who's a newbie? Did we have a newbie in the house? Okay. Yeah. You guys are
Yes,
welcome.
we have new view.
Yeah. Welcome. Don't worry, you guys will love the journey. Web development is actually good. So today we are going to build a real front end project. Like we are going to write code. It's not going to be magic. We will write the code from scratch to achieve something. and it will be interactive. We will do that using JavaScript, and we will use AI as well to improve our code. Any code we are going to write today, we are going to use AI to improve it. We are going to use AI to our own advantage to improve our code. And we see the career works, what you can do with front end and the roadmap so that you can be job ready for the front end development. So the reality of tech today, how many of you guys have the mindset that AI will replace developers? Wow. Okay, I don't know, but some people, they'll be like, AI is going to replace me, AI is going to do this. The honest truth is AI is not going to replace you. As a developer, AI is not going to replace you. AI is here and is here for us. AI is here to stay. AI is just a partner for us. What AI is here for is for us to partner with it, use it the right way. AI is not going to replace developers, but rather developers that use AI to code will replace those developers that don't use AI. Why I said this is because, so imagine working in a firm that they have two developers actually, and they give the two a task to do, the two developers. And the person that is actually using AI deliver in 2 days, and the work is actually amazing. Everything is actually amazing and nice. And the other person that is coding without AI is still wasting time. By the time the person will be finished, the company, they've gone far, like they will not even wait for you. Showing that the person that is using AI would definitely replace the developer that is not using AI. So AI is not a bad thing, rather it's to make your work easy. I'm sorry, who is speaking? The person should mute your mic. Balaji, please mute your mic. Thank you.
Just continue. I'm on the call. Just continue. I'm on the call, so you don't get distracted.
Okay, so what is front-end development? Front-end development, that is the client side, the side that you see, I see, the side of the website that everybody see and interacts with. So picture Netflix or Gmail or Google, the part that you see, interact, scroll through, download your movie, that is all the front end. And as a front end developer, you make sure that your front end is user friendly and visual appealing, because if your front end is not user friendly, you are not going anywhere. So whatever you're going to do with front end, it needs to be user friendly. And the front end, you must use the basics, which is the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. All these beautiful websites you see out there, they have HTML, CSS, and JavaScript in it. That Netflix that you download your wonderful movies from, it has HTML. So HTML is basically the structure of the website. So picture it as just the structure and the foundation of a house, is the foundation of a website. And then the CSS has to do with the designing. So see it as you're painting a house, adding the interior designs. That is basically what you do with your CSS. And then the JavaScript has to do with the behavior, the interaction. So that's that your e-commerce website, that website that you want to buy one thing or the other from, the button that you click add to cart, and it will add whatever you select to cart. So that particular behavior is from the JavaScript. So what we are going to build today, like I said, a clean landing page. We are going to build a landing page, and we will design it with CSS and make it to be interactive using JavaScript, and we will improve our code using AI. Like I said, we will improve our code using AI the smart way and not the wrong way. You know, using AI is all about knowing the right prompt. So once you have the right prompt, you are definitely going to do everything you're meant to do. So our first step is to have the structure of the website that we're going to work on. Okay. So I already have this. Hope you guys can still see my screen.
Native, yes, you can see your screen.
Okay. Okay, so like I said, we are going to build something amazing. This is the IDE, the environment where we are going to be writing our code. So this is the environment where we'll be writing our code, and it's called the VS Code. So for the newbies, you use VS Code to write your code. So it's the environment where you write your code, the environment where you perform the magic that you want the world to see. And so like I've already created my folder and open it here. I purposely add all these images because that's what I'm going to use for today. So I'm going to create my first file for my HTML, index.html. So this index.html is the first file that you see in any web page that you have out there. There is always index.html so that it can be seen. But even if you don't have the index.html and you post that your beautiful website, yeah, you will see successful. But if you are opening the site, like using the link, you'll be getting error 404 that is not found because it's missing this index.html. So this index.html makes it easy for the browser to read your code.
Sorry, I cannot see your screen, please.
Okay. Can you guys see my screen now?
Better.
Okay, you can see my screen now.
No, I can't see your screen.
Yes, it's visible now.
Okay. So, like I said, without the index.html, your code will not be seen. I mean, your website will not be seen. So it makes it easy for the browser to read that your website from the link. So the first thing for me to do is to bring out my boilerplate. So to actually bring this out, you just press Shift 1 and it will show you this. So this is the boilerplate. So the boilerplate is basically the first thing you need to see before building your web page. And so the title, I'm definitely going to change this title. That will be the title for the web page. So I'm doing a landing page. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so like I say that we are going to start with the structure, and what we'll be using is the headings, the paragraph, body, and button section, and we'll also make use of the navbar because we are going to have a navbar for this landing page that we are going to build. So I'm going to write, okay, so this is for, I'm going to have my navbar first. That is my navigation bar. So this is a header. The header is the section where you write your navbar code. So I'm going to have this. It's just going to be the logo. I actually don't figure the name out for now, which I will definitely do that. So I will give this particular logo a class name in case if I want to add further styling without calling this page to name. I can just call the class name logo and then style. And then I will have my nav. So this is where my main navigation starts. So what I will have here is I'll have an ordered list, and then I will have my list items. So I will have the home. So this will be for the home section. Oh, I should change this, I think. Probably I'll change this to, I'm thinking if I should use navbar. Or I should use Anchor tag. Yeah. Okay. I'll add Anchor tag because I'm not going to add any link for now. So
Would you please, if you can increase your font a little, it will be better if you can.
okay. Is it better now? Is it better now?
Yeah, it's better.
Okay. So the A tag there is Anchor tag as a link actually. So that when I click on this navbar that I want to go to this place, it will definitely take me to where I am going. So I will just have my home. For now, I'm putting this hash there because I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to add my menu here. I'm actually building something like a bakery. Yeah, a bakery landing page. And I'll have the about section, about, and I will have contact us. So this will be contacts. And I will go outside this navbar here. And then I'll add the button. Probably somebody wants to place order. So order now. So I'll give this my button a class name. And this is my header as well. I want to give it a class name.
Someone is not seeing your screen. Please, if you're not seeing the screen, can you drop on the WhatsApp group, right? So I will communicate to her. Thank you.
Okay, so let me go down and Can you guys see my screen now? Please, if you can see my screen, thumbs up. Thank you, guys. Okay, so like I said, my header, I've added class name, and I've also add the class name for everything I need here. Okay, let me also add for my unordered list. Yeah, I'll add a class name to it to be the nav link, because this will be the navigation link. Okay, let me actually go live so that you can be seeing what we are doing as well. So this is what we've actually added for now. And this is the title. This is where the title normally show. So that my landing page is showing here. So I'll add the hero section. I'll use section. And I'll have because inside this hero section, I want it to be in two parts. Like I want to have write-ups one side and then picture one side. So this will be for the content. And I'll have my H1. Okay, so I'll have firstly page. Just for you. I think I'm going to break this. I'm going to break it. I'm going to break it so that just for you, we go on that. So the BR is a break tag, and this H1 and H2, they are part of the HTML headings. Actually, these headings. So the H1 and H2, they are part of the headings for the newbie. And this div is just like a container. And then I will have a p tag. So I'm going to have a small writing inside. I will give this section a class name. Hero container. In my H1, I will give it a class name in case if I want to style it without actually calling on the name direct. So hero title. So the class name can be anything that you want, as long as it's something that you remember. Feel free to use it. So this will be the hero text. I think I'll also add another button. I'll add the same button. I will use the same class name in case, so that the styling will be the same. I don't want to give it separate. And still under this section, So I will add image here. So my image is in another folder, and I'm definitely going to import it here. You use the image tag and so then the alternative name, always add alternative name in case if the browser that your client or the user is actually viewing your page with does not support pictures, at least the alternative name should support and explain the picture. So assuming if my page is not actually, if my page does not support this, I will just see the alternative name. So for now, it's not making sense and the picture is kind of weird. We will fix everything with CSS. Now we are done with this. So the next section I'm going to add is why a client should choose you or buy from you. So why choose us? So this is actually a comment. This green line is actually a comment. So only you, the developer, is seeing it. The users, they are not seeing it. That is why if I preview, you will not see it. You will not see this, my contents with, like this, my writing in the green color. So I'll have another section. And I'll give this a class name. So why? So that in case if I want to style section by section, I won't have to call with the section. I'll just call with the class name. So this particular section, I will have like 3 pictures to be displayed in rows and columns here. So I'll have a general container for it. Why choose us? I will have my first div, because it's going to be displayed in card. No. I have this first div. So this will be the one that will display the flex. I should use comments to indicate card 1, so you won't get confused. I'm going to first add image because I want picture to be at the top. So I'm still just going to give it the same alternative name, that is alt, in case if the browser doesn't support the picture, I will still see it, the name. So I'm going to have page 3 and thread 1. It's hard, so I will just have a writing here. And I will also put the button again. So I will just copy this since this time around I will change this. And I will have the next one. So each card has image with the bread. And it also has the title. It has a title and the normal text and the button. I'm going to give this H2 a class name. So this will just be the section title, which is why you choose us. So this might be 10 will not be the same with the other ones. So I'll add extra names to it here. Yeah. So I will change the button names so that the styling from this one will be different. And I'm going to change this up now because I don't really want this to be original. So I'll change it to view. Yeah. I think we're having something in this our foundation. With these my pictures is really scary. Yeah. So I will add another section here. Probably visitors.
Please, it's as if when you share the screen, you can be able to see it, but you cannot see now. Please.
You cannot see it.
Yes.
Only you.
Yeah, I think myself and two others, we have been complaining since.
Have you logged out and
Yes.
logged in again?
I have tried that several times, even logged in the other of my accounts, but it's not working.
Okay, so currently you cannot see my screen.
Not working currently. Yes, ma'am. It's not working currently.
Okay, I will share it. Can you guys see it now? Let's see if you can see my screen. Thumbs up.
Actually, no problem. Just continue. I'll just try and follow up. Yes, ma'am. Thank you
Okay,
so
so
much.
is it only King? Okay.
Yeah, it's only me for now. Yeah.
Okay. Others will see. So I will have this section. I'll give it a class name of visit. Yeah. And I will have a B container, a seat container. So this will be the class name. I'm going to have H2 and I will give it a class name. So this will be section title. Visitors. Today, and I'll have a P tag. So this P tag is actually paragraph. This is the paragraph, and this is buttons, the buttons that we've been using, and this is for section. So all the sections that we've been using all this while. I'm going to have this button. Yeah, so I will think the next thing I will add, I will use AI to add it here for you to see how you can also add more things using your AI. So the next step we will enter is the design. That is the CSS. Trying to style our web page. We're going to style it to look good. Are we good? Good. Hope you guys can see my screen. Hope you guys can see my screen. Thumbs up, please. Hello, guys.
I can hear you.
We can hear you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
So we are going to add the CSS. I will create a file for the CSS. I'll name it style.css. So the .css is the extension to tell my VS Code that the next code I'm going to write is for CSS. So before my styling will show, I will have to link my CSS to my HTML. I will do that right under this title at the head section. I will type link and then I'll type the name style.css. So this is actually the CSS folder. I will add my universal selector style. So just going to reset. In case if there is excess space, it will remove all the excess space. And then we will add our own space the way that we want it to be. So our margin will be 0. Our padding will be 0. And the box sizing will be the border box. I'm going to add the body. I'm going to add the background color. So I will use hexa color to select. Yeah, I think I will use this color for now. Yeah, my web page background color have actually changed. I'm going to add the font family that I will use. So the font, that is basically the font for this. So I will use this one. And my text color, that is the writing color. I think I'll go with this as the writing color. And then my line height, that is the line height, the space between my writings. Dot container. So if you are not sure of the name, just go back there, copy the name for you not to make a mistake. I'm going to style the container. So the width, I'm going to change the wideness of my container to be 90%. And my max width, that is the maximum it should go, 120 px. And then the margin will be auto. So my margin should fit. Then yeah, my nav bar. So this is where the styling for my nav bar actually starts. I have this class name here. I'm not going to call the name header direct, rather I will call with the class name to style. So I'm going to display it flex. That is the nav bar itself. I'm displaying the text to be flex. So this is what I mean. Both the logo, the menu, and the order before they were under each other. Before they were in columns, now I've displayed flex, so using flex. So I will justify the contents to be space between, and now they have space. So this is the button, the nav link, and the logo itself. And I will align it, or align all the items so that they'll perfectly be in the middle. Then this padding is to add spacing inside the contents. So this 20px is for top and bottom, and this 0 is left and right. So at the top and the bottom, the space will be 20px, and then left and right, there will be no space. Then I will style the logo. I will just increase the font size to 24 px, and I will also increase the font weight for it to be bold. So the next thing that I will style here, so I'm done with this one and I'm done with this one. The next thing I want to style is this one, the nav link. That is the link to each navigation. I will still display it to be in flex. And I'll add a gap, that is space in between them. So without this gap, actually, this is how they will look without the gap, the nav link. But if I add the gap, you see, they have gap now. So I will remove the dots. List style type. None. That is the whole bullet points. I've removed them. So the next thing we will do is to change this color from blue to look like the normal ones. And remember, there is anchor tag inside them, the A. So you need to actually call the anchor tag so that the styling will actually work. Text decoration none, that is for the underline. I don't need the underline. So I'm going to use that as the color. In here. So this is what I have for here. I'm going to style the hero section. This particular section, I will style it. So that's hero. I'm going to display it to be in flex. And then justify content, space between. I want to add a space in between the content. So this is the image and this is the content. This is the page that I'm actually working on. We will still reduce the image. Then I will align the items to properly be centered. And I will add the padding 80 px top and the bottom, and the left and the right will be 0. Then it should have a gap of 40 px. So we have this hero title. And let's start it next. So I'm using the dots in this CSS because I'm actually calling the class name. If I'm calling the name direct, I don't really need to use dots. Probably if I want to call H2, I can just call H2 and give it the style that I want without actually adding the dots because they are not class, I'm not using class name for it. But I'm calling with the element tag name. So I will increase the font size for the title to be big. Yeah, I want it to be big. And I will add space at the bottom. So I'm going to use margin bottom, that is to space outside the contents, outside the H2. And that's what I would leave for this one. And text. We don't have the hero text. Okay, you see why it's actually good. Mistake. So you always cross-check the name to be sure. So I'll add space at the bottom again. So between the P tag and the button, and the font size. So the hero image, I'll call the name hero image plus is holding the image actually. I'm going to reduce it to 100%. So I actually reduced the picture. So the max width, that is the maximum that it can go, is 450 px. I don't really want it to go far. Okay, yeah. So the image have actually reduced. I'll add a border radius to it. I want it to curve. So the border radius will make the edge to curve. 20 px. So I think the edge have actually curved. And I will start the button. So my button, I have this button class name, ATM. And I'll also start the other button together. Yeah, this one. I will grab this class name. Please always cross-check your class name to make sure that you are using the right name, because small problems, all the small problems that newbies used to have is not writing the right class name. So if it will confuse you, just go to your HTML and copy the name and paste in your CSS to be very sure. So I'm going to add the background color for this. This. Okay, so let me pick color. Okay, I think I'll go with this color. I don't know if it's right. Yeah, it's fine. I will change the text color to be white. in the padding. So my top and bottom, 12 EX and the left and the right. So the padding is to space inside the button, not outside the button, but inside the button. So actually there is border. You can see all this border in this button. So to remove the border none. And I will want the button to curve, so I will use border radius 13px. And yeah, I think I love the button the way it's actually looking. So the cursor will be pointer here. So the pointer is actually working. Pointer will show you like a hand. Okay. I actually check the small button. I will add hover to it. So the hover means when my mouse hover through it, what will happen? And hover. Sorry, I'm doing fast because of our time. I need it to be a little darker. Okay, yeah. So in hover, okay, in hover, and hover, the background color will change. So the next section that I will work on is why choosers. We are done with the hero section. Yeah. So I'm using the comments to indicate where each styling for option starts. I'm going to add space inside the section, top and bottom to be 80, left to right. So if you notice, I'm consistent with my padding, so you need to be consistent with your padding to make sure you have a good box model, to make sure you have a good what's it called, to make sure your web page is visual appealing. Then, so all the texts in this particular section, they should be centered. Why choosers? So the section title, I'm going to increase the font size. So I will space the bottom, because margin bottom 40 px. And then I will have the cards. So this particular div is holding these 3 divs that I want to display flex. So I will call the general div that is holding it the parent div. So I will display them flex. To have space. Yeah, I won't say it. All of them, they are like this now. So it's still not making sense for a particular section. So all of them, I give all of them the same class name. I'll add the background color. The background color should be white for this particular section. And yeah, there should be space inside 25px. And then the border radius. So each card should cover 20px. So this box will have a shadow. It's 25px. And I will add how the shadow will look, the color RBGA. So RBGA, red, blue, and green. So the alpha is the opacity, how thick or how heavy you want it to be. And it's range from 0 to 1. So let's work on the picture. So the image, that is this particular image inside the card. That is what we are working on. Going to reduce the weight to 100%. And yeah, we'll have it. Let's see before we know. Okay, yeah, I have this. So I'm going to copy all these pictures inside. Yes. I think I should add a over to the image or not. Yeah, I'll add over to the image. That's card img. Yeah, over. So this particular hover has to do with transform, scale.
Can you be a bit audible? I can't hear you.
Okay, so this one I'm adding so for the transform to work very well, inside the card, I will add transition. should transition in 3 seconds. Please. Okay, yeah. So all the pictures. So once I'm in the card, and then the next thing that I put, the next section. So I'm done with this particular section. The next section is basics. Which is actually this section. I will add a background color to this section to be white. And the normal padding 80 px and 0. And my text align center. Yeah, so that's for this particular section. So in just a few minutes, this is what we are able to achieve. Okay, let's add small interaction using JavaScript. I will create a file for the JavaScript, and yeah, I think I'll name it app script.js. So the .js is the extension to tell my VS Code that the next thing I'm writing is JavaScript, and I will link it from here. So my HTML is at the top, the CSS. Linking the CSS is at the head section. For me to link the JavaScript, I'll do that inside the body section, last part. So it's always the last. That is, the linking to your JavaScript is always the last. It comes after your code. So the source, that is the source of the file, script.js, that is the name that we are working with. So I will just add some little function to this, all the buttons that I have. So I will create a constant and then call the button name. So I'm not going to use the class name here. So this is the constant name. That is a variable. This is a variable. Sorry. Document dot query. So I'm going to query all the buttons that I have, and then this style is for all the buttons. So I will first call the btn, and the other one is what? Let me be sure. Okay, yeah. btn small. So that this style will be for the two. So this two, wherever I call it, this button is actually holding these two buttons now. So once we click on the button, it will check if it's actually holding them or not. So the class, the variable name button. So for each button, that is for each button that the button is holding. Okay, let me add a screen not to confuse us. So this is to hold multiple buttons. So for each buttons, one button should add, should I add dots? No. So this is arrow function. Add event listener. So you should add event listener. And the particular event listener we are going to work with is click. So on click of each button, we will get a alert message that says, thank you so much. For your interest. Okay. Let me click this button. So if any button that I click on, it will now send me alert message. This is interaction. That is an interaction for you. Okay, so we've designed and we've add the interactions for the button. Now, how smart developers use AI, how you use AI. So developers, we use AI to debug faster and then to also improve the UI design and refactor our code. So in case if there's anything wrong with your code, AI can actually fix it for you. So like I said, that using AI is knowing the right prompt to use, not just I'm using AI, but you don't actually know the right prompt to use. So using the right prompt will make it much more easy for you. So for example, I have here, fix my code. If you just type fix my code and paste your code there, it's actually not going to give you what you want. You'll be frustrated. So what AI actually need is for you to explain what you want in detail, prompt it very well, and it will give you what you want. So from our design, if you notice, I don't have the footer section and I don't even have contact us. So we are going to prompt that. You can use any AI of your choice, but we are going to use ChatGPT. That's a common AI everybody use. So first, I'm going to use this prompt here. The network is slow. Can you guys see my screen? Okay, thank you. Something wrong with the network. So let's open ChatGPT and then prompt the code. So here is my HTML and CSS. The layout breaks on mobile, explain the issue and suggest improvements. I'll indicate this each one. So the particular code I'll paste under there is HTML code. And then CSS. So AI is now showing why our layout breaks on mobile. So our hero uses display that is row by default on row, so it also affects it on a small screen, blah blah blah. So with all these things, and it's provide solution. So it's pointing out everything that we did not add. Now how to fix it properly. So I will just copy this one. This is a media query code. So this one is for the hero section. Now for the cards section, you just copy the code. It will point out the errors and solution for you. So all these things, they are the errors that we have there. So now in this section 2, this card issue, it's give you two solution, this one or this one, anyone that you go for. So I think I'll go for this second one. So the third issue for the nav bar, so this will also improve for overflow. So I'll add this before the media query. So that is all the image in general. And now it also recommends the better way that we can do the card. So if we don't want to, okay, the cards, yeah. I will comment on this. So for you to see that if you don't want to use flex, you can use grid. So just this minute, AI have actually solved. This is the summary of the problems that it have fixed for us now. Yeah, so currently you will not be seeing that. Now let's check it on a small screen. So yeah, this is what it actually fixed. So this one will need a JavaScript. For you to have the button that you will click and then display everything. So before, without AI, this is not responsive. Sorry, I didn't show you in the first place, but it was not responsive. But with AI, the responsive, okay. Yeah, let me comment on the part that we add just now with AI so that you can see. So this was how it was looking. Is not responsive at all, especially this hero section. So to fix that, AI help us, and in just a blink of eyes, we use it to our own advantage. Now, I want us to have the footer section and the contact section, but I'm not going to code that. Rather, I will use AI because AI is here to partner with us to make it easy. Like I say, just know the right prompt. So I will just type extend my code, extend this project. So I'm going to extend the project by adding a contact us, and then contact us section. So the section will have all these things inside it. Contacts information, address, phone, email. That's what I want to have. Then have a clean contact form. Okay, contact form will hold name, email, and message. And yeah, there should be proper spacing and responsive layout. So I don't really want this one to not be function. I want this particular one to be responsive as well. Yeah. Okay. The styling should be professional. Okay. Then, like I said, I will add the contacts on the footer. Footer section with logo and short description. It should have quick links, social links, copyright section. And yeah, I want the background to be dark.
Yeah.
Response layouts. So the layouts should be responsive. Then my requirements. I don't really want this AI to change my code or change my styling. So that's why I'm giving it these requirements. Keep same design. Keep the same design theme. I don't really want it to change it because if you didn't prompt it properly, it will change your design and everything. And the color palette. Make it responsive. Keep it clean and structured. So should use a modern spacing. It should also add over effects, the right place that's it that, and then it should return. It should return the HTML and the CSS separately. So this is what it's going to do. So this particular one is the HTML, the contact and the footer section. Like I said, We are not going to code it, but rather AI will do it for us. So I just add the footer and the contact us section without writing any line. And the CSS. So this is for contact us. And then this is the footer styling. And this is to make it responsive. So before, our web page stops here, but just now we were able to add this contact us page, this contact us section, and the logo section. And yeah, everything. It has a hover effect as well. Let's check if it's responsive. Yes, it's 100% responsive. It fits on any screen size. So what we just did in less than 3 hours, it's not even up to 2 hours, we've built a landing page, we've styled it, and we also use AI to debug, improve our UI design, refactor our code. That is what we just use AI to do now. So we've used AI like the real developers that we are. So what you can do with front end. Front end is very lovely and is in demand. Learning front end development, you can work remotely anywhere in the world. You can just be inside your room and be working for a company in the US, UK, Canada, and be getting your money. You can still be in Kaduna and be working for a company in Lagos and still get your money. You can freelance, build startup with your friends. Probably you can gather 1 or 2 of your friends and then you build your own startup because why? You're a front-end developer. You're a developer and definitely you have friends that are also developers. So you guys can build a startup together. You can also work in an AI company or you can actually build a product and then sell it. Create a product, sell. But the honest truth is that in 3 hours, you've not mastered everything that you need to know in web development. The proper responsive design, because sometimes AI will actually disappoint you small, like it will show you that I'm still AI, I'm not actually that perfect. And you knowing that you can easily trace it, at least if debugging the error will take you like 1 hour, with AI solving half of it, probably 20 minutes, you'll be done debugging that So in 3 hours, you've not actually mastered the responsive designs, neither have you gone deep in JavaScript. That is the interactions that you need properly for your web page. Then consuming API, that is integrating API in your project, in your products, anything that you are building, as long as it needs AI. You've actually not learned that today because it will take you time to learn. Neither have we actually gone deep with React. We did not even touch React. That is the framework that they used to build the Facebook, Netflix, React, and the Git workflow, that is the GitHub, the Git bash, the space where you keep your code as a developer. We didn't do that in these 3 hours. But what happens if you actually stop here? So you feel the ginger that's okay, yeah, I'm gonna do this, but one way or the other, you will stop halfway. Probably it's not that you're not that smart to continue with programming. Maybe you don't have the right person, but you are inspired, but you don't even actually know the right structure to follow, the right roadmap to actually achieve all those things. So if you actually stop right now, you actually feel inspired, but you're not doing anything. So some people quit in this stage, but I will encourage you, don't quit in this stage. Actually, this stage is a stage for you to move forward and do great things. So that's why Coriftech have bring a 3 months front-end program, 3 months and 6 weeks. Yeah, there's a 6-week program and there is a 3 months program. So it's structured for everybody to work, to start from the scratch until they are very confident in front-end development. And the program roadmap. So if you're actually going for the 3 months program, we will cover the HTML, CSS, and the responsive design very well with Git. We will go deep in JavaScript. You also implement API and you will be able to do real projects. And we also do React and then your capstone projects. Then you build your portfolio and you will be guided. So the reason why it's different, what makes it different is that it's a live classes. So the class will be very live. You will have the right to ask your question the way you want. You can actually stop your facilitator halfway to bump with your question. And yeah, there'll be mentorship, community. You'll be able to network with other techies because you don't even actually know the brand you're going to build tomorrow. You might need a data analyst or a product design. So being with Coriftech, yeah, you will actually be in a very big community where you will have access to other techies and connect with them. And then each project that you actually work on will be reviewed, and you'll also be trained on AI integration, and you will have accountability partners to work with. So who this is actually for the beginners, those people that are actually the newbies in front end, this is actually for you. It's actually for you to have this opportunity and build yourself. Career switchers, people that are actually switching from career, then students that are also very serious about tech, and yeah, people that are tired of random YouTube tutorials, most especially, because you'll be like, okay, I've watched this YouTube tutorial, I've watched this one, but I'm not getting what I want. This program is actually for you. So special for today, there is a discount for people that attend this webinar. If you are going for the 6 weeks training, Coriftech have decided to give it on a free platform, 150K for the 6 weeks program. Then if you are going for the 3 months program, our counselor will reach out to you. You just reach out to the counselor. Counselor, please drop your number in the group WhatsApp for them to reach you if it's 6 weeks program that you want or 3 months. Now the choice is actually in your hand. Did you just want to be inspired and stop halfway? Or did you want to commit very well and achieve something? Did you really want to commit to this and achieve something brilliant for yourself at the end of the whole training? So the choice is actually in your hand for you to make.
All right. Thank you so much, Uju. That was an awesome presentation. At least I'm not really a web developer, but at least I was able to get one or two. It helped me to refresh. Please, a round of applause for Uju. Let's say, what do we say to her? Thank you so much, Uju. And so I want to, anybody here who can share one or two things they've learned today? What's your take? What's your opinion? What's your contribution towards today's webinar? I know it's pretty short, so 2 hours isn't enough to learn everything on web development. Trust me, even on front end, some persons take 6 months, 1 year, thereabout. But also at the end of this section, we are going to send you the recordings, so don't be scared. We're going to send you the recordings for you to practice all of this and also indicate interest on this regarding this training. So you get an email and also all the necessary details regarding when the date is starting. I think the date is on the 12th of March. It's going to be an online section, but also we are going to communicate further with you how the session is going to look like. So it's going to be two days in the week, with at least each day will span to like 3 hours, right? And that would be enough for you to be able to do your landing page and also see how you can design websites for business owners and start earning more like on the go, right? So I want to leave the floor open. Does anybody have anything to say? Does anyone have anything to say? Yes, please. Any question? Yeah. Yes, please. You can unmute yourself and ask. Williams. Williams.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. How you doing?
I'm fine. And thank you very much, Miss our instructor, Cynthia and Mrs. Saint. So I wanted to ask for about the course, if it is both online or just live.
Okay, so the course is going to be online. Are you based in Asaba? If you're based in Asaba, you might want to opt out for a physical class, but the course is based online, strictly online for 6 weeks. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Williams, can you hear me? Hello? I think I'll just
Fine.
lost Williams
So
there.
about the 3 months.
Yeah, you were saying something.
Yeah.
So,
Hello, can you hear me?
Okay, so like I said, the class is going to be an online section.
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
yes, I can hear you.
It's going to be an online section. And also for
The
yeah.
the 3 months or 6 weeks.
So the 6 weeks is online, the 3 months is physical.
Okay, because that was one of my limitations the other time. I'm not in Asaba.
Okay, so even if you're not in Asaba, right? I will recommend you go for the online, and we'll communicate to you on the group too how the online is going to look like within the week. I think Monday, Tuesday, we're going to communicate to you how the online is going to look like so that you don't miss out on anything. But one thing I know is at the end of we've done 3 weeks training, and we've seen people doing something with 3 weeks, right? And also your facilitator, she's vast. Aside working with us too as a developer in Coriftech Solutions, she equally works remotely. I know she has like 2 gigs that she does remotely, and that's to tell you the opportunities on front end, because more like every business needs to have their stuff online, right? So yeah, that's it. We equally communicate the modalities on how the classes will go on the WhatsApp group, and I'm going to tag the counselor for you to reach out to. I will tag her number the on the WhatsApp group. Then you talk to her regarding the 6 weeks training, and she's going to communicate on Monday. You get all the necessary details on Monday. From now to tomorrow, before Monday, you equally get the recordings of all of this so that you can practice better.
Okay, thank
Yeah.
you.
And also, a form will be dropped on the group, right? Please indicate once the form is dropped, kindly fill the form to indicate your interest so that the counselor will reach out to you and also guide you on how best to approach all of this. I don't know if any other person has any other question again. Any questions so I can entertain questions? Thank you, Williams. Any other person? Hassan, Monachi, any other question? Toby, any question before we wrap it up? So
Yes,
can we
I
go to
don't
the
have
WhatsApp?
any.
Yeah?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
I
can
don't
hear you.
actually have a. I just, I just actually joined. I joined before, so it's we're doing fasting, so I had to join late. So
Oh,
regarding to what you guys just discussed now, so the courses now is it going to be like free or there's a fees for it? So that's
yeah,
what
there's
I
a
just
fee
want
for
to
it.
find
So
out.
we are giving a huge discount. We are giving a huge discount for 6 weeks for 150,000 naira. Where at least at the end of it, you have projects, you come up with project, real life project for you to do your demo presentation at the end of it. So even when you're done with the 6 weeks, you can design a website for businesses also. So while we are on the call, right, can we just drop on the WhatsApp group? Let's get a feel of how the classes went for you. Just share your experience now before we end the call. Share your experience on the WhatsApp group. Let's see how it has been so far for you. Drop on the WhatsApp group. Let's see your experience, how it has been for you. And also for information to you kindly contact this number I'm going to tag. So I'm still waiting. I'm waiting for people to drop on the WhatsApp group how it has been for them so far. We're waiting. Recordings of this will actually be dropped. So even when the recording is dropped, we'll want to see your first project and drop it on the community. Does any other person have any question to ask your facilitator? Any question to ask your facilitator? Any
Hello.
question? Yes, please.
Yes, I dropped one on the in-call message. I don't know if I've seen it.
Okay,
So I wanted to
let me
ask if
see.
there is any difference. Okay, I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Let me see. Oh, let me just scroll. Okay, just hold on. Let me just scroll. So, okay, someone said he's trying to download the VS Code app, but I have to purchase it with some of. Okay, so Uju, can you shed more light on the? I think we'll start taking questions gradually on the VS Code, the VS Code app. Is it free or they have to purchase it?
VS Code is free.
Okay, so you heard it. VS Code is free. Yes, yeah, you can actually get the recordings to this class. It will be sent to you. Then someone is asking, what we just did, is it a web design UI UX or is it web development?
It's a web development. Web
Okay,
design is all about drag and drop. If it's design, web design, that is, if it's not web development, is drag and drop. That one you do it with Wix or Webflow.
okay, Williams, your question has it been answered? Okay. All right. So we have to call it a day. Thank you so much for everyone who attended this. Recordings and also the form will be sent to you for you to indicate your interest. If you have any question or while you're watching it is not too clear, feel free to drop comment on the WhatsApp group and your facilitator will definitely clarify issues regarding it. And by Monday, you will get all necessary details regarding how you're going to go about your enrollment and also details on how the live class and recordings for that period will go about. Thank you so much for your time. Facilitator Uju, thank you so much. That was amazing. It was equally an eye opener for me. It all shows that learning never stops. Even though I know I did some programming years back, today happens to be a refresher. Thank you so much. And every one of you do have a wonderful night rest. See you on the WhatsApp group. Bye.